Well, you wouldn't be my side chick. You would just be like a really cool girl who I can hang out with when I'm stressed out from work. Come on, dude, I'm not
Look, hey!
toy. Serious question, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but like, does that actually work on anyone? Does it? That worries me. Please be careful.
Trigger warning for talk of unwanted physical contact. I will warn before with timestamps.
Hi, editing new here. So this vlog was recorded in like July 2020. This is before I came back out of the closet, started being more open about my gender identity and my sexuality and stuff like that. So there are going to be ways that I describe myself in this video that don't really resonate with how I actually feel about myself, and it was because I was still in the closet. And I do refer to myself exclusively kind of like as a girl in terms of like how people relate to me and how people like pursue me. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say that. I hope everyone is doing well. Please enjoy this very long overdue vlog. I'm so glad to finally get it done. Ta-da! Hi holograms, it's new. Welcome to Reluctant Storytime. I don't really want to talk about this, so I don't know why I'm doing this. I think maybe I might be some kind of masochist. You've already read the title of the video, so let's just get into it. I've been working as an actor and a model for, I don't know, 8-9 years now. So I've been to a lot of auditions, I've been on a lot of TV, commercial, film, music video, new media sets. Typically between big bookings, you try to get as much background work in as you can. Not only is it really good experience, but a lot of the time you're getting paid to sit around and eat junk food. And if you're lucky, you might get a featured shot or a bump or something cool like that. Day to day is different. Sometimes you have no idea what you're working on until you get there, especially if it's a Marvel show. If it's a Marvel show, you have to sign NDA, you can't talk about it ever. If you tell your mom that you worked on a Marvel show, Tom Hiddleston will show up in the alleyway and he'll stab you. Because I have a lot of experience on set, I also have a lot of experience attracting, unintentionally, men to me. Whether it's other background actors, or crew, or the main actors. It got to the point where I started wearing a fake wedding ring because I wanted to be left alone. Like, I'm not on set to try to get boys. And unfortunately, that means I have had to report other background actors for sexually harassing me. I'm not even talking just like flirting with me and being brazen. I'm talking just like fully inappropriate sexual questions and, you know, interrogation. Not cool, don't do that. Most of the time I'm really oblivious, like I don't notice if someone's trying to flirt with me or whatever. I need like a little machine that beeps when someone is flirting with me so that I will know ahead of time if anything I do is gonna come across as flirting back, because that's a problem that I have. This is just how I am. I'm silly and weird and I'm not trying to flirt, I'm just being myself. This was a huge problem when I worked at Lush. Oh my god. So many dudes would ask for my number while I was on my shift because they thought I was flirting with them, and I'm like, I'm trying to sell you ocean salt, bitch. I'm not flirting with you. Like, you would think it would be obvious, but to me it's really not. So like one time there was some famous rapper on set and I didn't know who he was, so I didn't even notice, and I was just like outside vaping because I was in a lot of pain, and his hairstylist came up to me and she was like, wow, your haircut is really cute. And I said, oh my god, thank you, that's so nice of you to say, right? Totally normal interaction. And then she turned and pointed to the guy and said, hey, you know him, right? He's a so-and-so famous rapper name. He's the guest on today's episode. I was like, oh, cool. And she goes, oh, you know, he told me that he really likes your hair too. And I look over at him with his like security and all that, and I was just like, oh, cool, that's nice of him, you know. I like my hair too. Completely oblivious. And the next thing she said was, you know, you should come sit with him at lunch. He would like if you came to sit with him. And me being a dumbass background actor, I was just like, oh, well, you know, I'm actually not supposed to interact with like celebrities on set. Like, I can get blacklisted. It's a big no-no. And it took me until like telling this story to my friend who was in the holding area to realize that like he was using his hairstylist as like a wingman to like get me to come sit with him at lunch. I don't know, I did not even realize what was happening. But today's story is about a different celebrity. One I will not be naming, so please do not go search for him. I don't need all that. I just want to tell the story, okay? This happened 4 to 5 years ago, I want to say, and even though I'm feeling obviously comfortable enough to talk about it now, when it did happen, it was quite traumatic. It was really upsetting for me. I had panic attacks, I was vomiting. It was a total trauma response. It was not fun for me. So I'm asking you to please keep that in mind as I am opening up and being vulnerable about something that has happened to me, okay? Please be respectful. If you can't, mama snap, okay? It was a completely normal day on set, or so she thought. You pack your bags, you drive to set, you check in, you go through hair and makeup and wardrobe, blah, 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 blah. We ended up going pretty late with the last scene. I think it was past midnight. And, you know, all the background is set up and they bring out the 2 main actors. We got back into our spots to wait patiently like good little background actors for the director. And that actor comes over and sits directly behind me and starts talking to all of us. Stuff like that does not usually happen. You know, some really famous actors are really cool, like Kerry Washington talked to me on set once. So pretty, so nice, so polite. You know, she used to do background. Anyway, I'm not trying to like name drop, like this is LA, I've grown up here, it's really not. They're just people. Anyway, like I mentioned before, like we are generally not allowed to talk to the main actors. Like you can even get in trouble for talking to certain crew members because you're not supposed to be bothering anyone. So there's a lot of times on set that we are told if you talk to that actor or musician, celebrity, whoever, or even if you look them in the eye in some cases, you will be blacklisted, you will be sent home without pay, you will never work with this director again. I'm not even kidding, it sounds really dramatic, but that's the way it is. Like I did background on Ad Astra, and Brad Pitt was there. And people are like, wow, I can't believe you met Brad Pitt. And I'm like, oh, I didn't meet him. I stood next to him and I walked by him for 5 hours for a shot. And he starts chatting me up, asking like, what's your ethnicity? That's a question I get a lot. I think because I look kind of ambiguous, people don't know what to make of me. So we traded Instagrams and I'm thinking, cool, you know, a friend. So I get home from the shoot, I'm getting in the bath and I'm already getting messages from him. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's a little thirsty, but you know, I'm pretty good with setting my boundaries.
Trigger warning. Skip ahead to the timestamp below.
Like one time I had a guy over and I think he thought that my intention was to have like a booty call kind of situation, but I legitimately, like I was like, come over, you know, I would like to like watch Transformers and stuff. So I put on Transformers and he started putting his on my
Look!
I was like, what the
Listen!
I kicked him out. True story, I kicked him out. I was like, what? I watch Transformers. What the
Do not get between her and her romance, okay? Babies.
So we chit-chat over the next week and he asked some questions that now in hindsight I'm like, wow, I'm really
Look!
I should have known that he had the wrong idea about me. You know, he asked like, do you even like guys of my ethnicity? You know, what are you into? And I'm thinking like,
robots.
what am I into? Like, I was just thinking too hard about it when he was really like, it was like a question. I'm so dumb. I was super busy, he was super busy working on the show. I had like a commercial shoot and he was saying like, oh, you know, I really want to see you and catch up. Like we haven't been able to hang out. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, maybe we should like go out to get smoothies or something. And he was like, oh, can I just like stop by? Because we're both off work at the same time. Because we both had late shoots. Normally I'd be like, no. And like I felt like, okay, you know, this can be a good test too, because like a big thing is like how people react to my cats. So he came over and everything seemed fine. He liked the cats, they liked him, we were chatting. I was, you know, kind of opening up about the fact that I have chronic illness, I have fibromyalgia and all those other, you know, diagnoses. And he was like, yeah, you know, my mom has fibromyalgia, like, I wonder if you guys should talk. And I'm thinking like, wow, that's really kind of him. And then, out of nowhere, I don't remember what we were talking about when he like interrupted to do what he's about to do in the story. He kissed me. It was surprising. I'm not gonna lie, it was my first kiss in a long time. And I kind of like, whoa, hello? So that was really unexpected. And then even though like I had tried to be like, whoa, you know, back up a little bit, he kissed me again. Started the whole like, you know, what are your turn-ons? And I'm like, oh my god, wait, what, huh?
Trigger warning. Skip ahead to the timestamp below.
I was wearing like a dress shirt kind of situation. And he tried to pull down here. And he put his other hand up my dress. So I took his hand away from there. I took his hand out of my dress. And I was like, no. And he immediately went back to do it again and put his hand up my dress and on my crotch. It was like an instant, it was like a fight flight. Like I went, my heart was racing and I was shaking and I was just like, okay, like it's late, you gotta go. You know, you're always scared of how they're gonna react when you reject them. I don't know why I'm not being like sultry and like flirty. I'm just like, I was talking, hey. And like, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, hey, you know, let's meet up for smoothies sometime. Like I wanna go somewhere in public and talk to you about what happened. And I was gonna literally like sit down with him and be like, look, you didn't ask me if it was okay. You just kind of jumped in. And even when I pulled your hands away, you touched me. And I didn't want to be touched. I wasn't comfortable with it. I didn't want it. I didn't say I wanted it. I told you no. And I don't know if I was just being too nice, like giving him the benefit of the doubt, because I'm like, you know, a lot of guys, they're kind of raised to think that every girl is champing at the bit to It's a huge thing in the industry. If you have someone like him who's an actor and a comedian, they sleep around because they know they can, and so they think every girl wants them. And so he was so shocked that I didn't want him. I wanted to talk to him about that and be like, look, that was really not okay for you to do. I was okay, on this day, let's get smoothies. And he's like, okay. And then the day came and he wasn't responding, and I was just like, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. He finally responded and he was like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but I actually have a lady. No, I didn't know that. Why the f would I know that? Who the f are you? He said to me, I have a lady. For this reason, I cannot hang out with you in public because I'm really well known in LA. And if people see me with you, they're gonna know that I'm with another girl and my lady will find out. Yeah, I was not happy. I was like, whoa, that's really that's not okay to do to your girlfriend. That's really not fair to her and it's not fair to me. Like, I wasn't even interested in him. So I don't know why it's not fair to me. Like, I don't care. Oh my god, I felt so terrible. I was like, oh my god, he's going around sleeping with background actors behind his girlfriend's back. That's so shitty. And so I told him, like, no, sorry, like, we're not going to be hanging out. And he kept pushing. He was like, oh, well, you know, I really like you and I want to hang out with you and, you know, you're really cool. You seem like a really cool girl. And, like, all this stupid shit that they say to try to, like, make me blush. You know, it's stupid. I was like, no, sorry, I'm not interested in being your side chick. And he was like, well, you wouldn't be my side chick. You would just be like a really cool girl who I can hang out with when I'm stressed out from work. Come on, dude, I'm not a toy. Serious question, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but like, does that actually work on anyone? Does it? That worries me. Please be careful. And it doesn't even end there because I kept getting booked on that show. The first day back that I was booked, I was like, shit, you know, like, god damn it. It wasn't my intention to get wrapped up in something like that. Something that's so against who I am and what I believe in, you know what I mean? I get to set the next time I'm booked and I'm like, okay, just play it cool, just no one needs to know. Like, I told one of my friends and she kind of told other people, but I forgive her, it's fine. He sees me and he doesn't know how to react, so he just kind of went, hey. And I was like, hi. And then we, like, you know, awkward pat hug. And then all the other background actors are like, oh my god, how do you know him? I love him. He's so funny and charming. He's such a good guy. He's so wholesome. That's the worst to hear when you know the truth. So yeah, he did message me a couple more times trying to be like, hey, I was thinking about you. Like, I don't care. I don't care that you were thinking about me. I don't care that you think I'm cute.
Oh, he was thinking about me?
I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be judgmental. Like, if this has happened to you and some guy has swindled you and like manipulated your feelings using tactics like that, I am so sorry. And please, the most important thing is for you to forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself for not knowing, whatever. You're okay, baby. So that's my story. It all turned out fine in the end because that show got canceled. Wah, wah. That is it for today, holograms. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my patrons for supporting everything that I do, and a special shout out to my
Superstar holograms. La, 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 la.
Okay, I leave you with a scandalous Hollywood good luck kiss. Mwah. And may the spoons be with you. Bye! Oh! Be fun to edit later. She's a career girl. She doesn't have time for men or women or
women.
Oh, it's getting hot. Yeah, I'm not wearing a shirt. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Anyway. She's naked! Avert your eyes! You like my cute teacup? Wink, 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 wink. Okay, we're done.
Hey!
Done.